Hello, my wonderful elevated souls, and welcome to my channel. My name is Talea at Open Box Oracle. I'm sorry, I keep wanting to say Hidden Oracle, but it's Open Box Oracle now. These Oracle readings are not only for you, but for me as well, because Oracle and Tarot readings are meant to be self-reflective initially, and whoever doesn't resonate with it, you might just be going along for the ride. Welcome. The spread is always meant for current energies, not past or future, unless the spirit unfolds it that way. Today is the 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope everybody's had a great day, but stay warm, because I know all over it's cold, and it's definitely cold here. But for the rest of you all over the world, I hope you're nice and warm and are comfortable, rather, weather-wise. So today, I know tomorrow is the Pisces new moon, so we're looking at beginnings and fresh starts and things like that. The season is coming upon us for spring, but I was in the mood for a love oracle reading, and so I decided to pull from that deck, and this came about. So it looks pretty good. Just a little bit more healing work to do, as always, but it looks hopeful. I'm gonna go ahead and start this out. Our first card is Intuition, Heart Song, Telepathy, and Inner Knowing. Sorry if these cards can't fully be seen, because if I turn the screen another way, it'll be kind of cut off still. I don't know how to do it, but I'll bring the cards forward. So we have Intuition, Heart Song, Telepathy, Inner Knowing. This is what's going on right now. You can feel this person's energy, they can feel yours. You guys communicate, and I'm assuming that this is a distance relationship. It doesn't have to be, but I feel like these two are telepathic, and so they're communicating that way. I think this person has been dealing with, this feels like a new energy. It could be old, but I feel like this person hasn't been in communication with the other. But yeah, so they're kind of guessing some things, because they feel like they're probably in the dark about some things, about just feeling like they're not knowing. So they have this inner knowing. We have second chance, reconciliation, making amends, and opportunity. So they weren't in communication. Sorry. They weren't in communication, and they decided that they were going to try to start all over again. You decided, I know I go back and forth saying they or her or him or you, but that's kind of just how I'm all over the place, the way I read these cards. Well, right now you, because I'm feeling like this is both energies. I always read like that, but I'm feeling more like it's you, divine feminine, and what's been going on through this union. So you guys decide to make amends, and you see this as being a opportunity. They see it as a second chance as well, and you're seeing that this person is loyal. They might have not been in communication with you, and because they've been busy working or something. I'm feeling like that's probably pretty much, if it's loyal. I mean, anything could be a third party, but I'm not seeing it as a person, because you see this person is loyal, which they are to you. And we all know that dogs are loyal, trusting, reliability, and believing. You guys are soulmates. You have a deep love, unity, connection, and you both are aware of that as well. You see how the two minds meet because they're both intuitive and they speak to telepathically. But there had been some confusion on your part because you didn't know what was going on, uncertain, unclear, and sure about this person. But you found that they were believing and trustworthy. And then you might have been arrogant and your ego stubborn, like, well, I'm just going to leave this person alone. But they haven't been feeling like that. Just being like, just more of like going, I believe you went within, but I feel like you kind of like shut this person off in a way because maybe you haven't been seeing eye to eye, or you were thinking one thing and it was something else. So the next card was accept. Be prepared to accept what fate has in store for you. I had this card the other day, but for different reasons. But so you accepted it because you believe this person, that they're loyal. And that's what fate was bringing in. So you had an acceleration, speed up, and chase the results you want. I feel like you're rushing this person. They might be having some financial issues, and maybe now is not the time at the time, They just want you to just stay put because they're not willing to give up on the union, and just like you're not ready to give up. You have link. The bond of love grows stronger over time, which it does. You might have some hardships in the past, but you definitely both have passion for each other, and you're definitely a link toward or to each other. The universe is guiding you towards that special someone. Just let everything take its course, which again, you were looking at speeding up, but that's not the energy that you want to be in right now because of the fact that or in the past or in the future, however it unfolds, but it's to let it take its course and take its time, because you are going to be in union. It says trust your intuition. Yes, as you should, because you're telepathic, and that's how you both work. So it's the advice is to, yes, indeed, trust your intuition. And commitment, the next card. Commitment is an important factor in building a successful relationship. So you're both committed to each other. They came back to let you know that I am loyal and I'm committed to you. And you trust this person now, because I think you were kind of like wigging out, as they would call. You might have been in a comfort zone where, this is your South Note card, where you were clinging too much. I hate to read cards like that because I used to be the one, and still at times I can fall like that, but now I get it. As a reader, now I get it. Because you can't get mad at the person. You can't get mad at the cards because that's just how they're laid out. And you can't get mad at the person who's reading it because that's the interpretation that they're getting from it, intuitively, spiritually. So that would mean that you'd be mad at the spirit, but that's not, wise to do. And with the clinging, you're experiencing the jealousy. And you don't want to have that in your heart because this person's fine. They're not doing anything wrong because they care about you and have feelings for you. You guys are definitely soulmates. The next card is clock time. Time, pressure, in a rush. Yeah, you're trying to accelerate and speed it up, but Spirit wants you to take your time because it's guiding you to that special someone. Just let everything take its course. You guys are definitely bonded together. It's nothing to see it as, a bad thing. This person really has nothing going on that's that should have you feeling worried. Um, Even her face looks like she's like, ugh, like she kind of got this jealous look, like, or I think you're up to something, but they're not. You know, they're not up to anything to be worried about anyway. And this is the past life card, but this is mother. I think in your past life, you could have been most likely a mother. You might be a mother now. But you probably want to be in a mode of a nurturing type person to this person. And you're it could be Mother God too, like the energy of the Divine Mother that's watching over you at this time. But you want to be more understanding and caring, because that's what mothers do. Be compassionate towards this person. Be compassionate towards yourself as well, because you would definitely need that at this time if your energy's making you feel. This is some things that you'd probably have to work through, because it's probably something that you dealt with in past relationships that you want to overcome. And for self-care, it looks like you need to get offline for a minute, because you might have been seeing posts and thinking that this person is not being, it makes your mind wander and start to overthink. So it's probably a good idea to, give yourself a mental break, because, the online stuff can be very it could be like delusion, or make you see things in a way that's not the way it really is. So communication is key. It's this new moon in Gemini. So yeah, Gemini rules communication. So well, Mercury anyway, which is the ruler of that sign. So yeah, I think maybe this would makes you become more bonded too by being open and honest with both of you. Even if they're busy, they need to make it known what they're doing, so your mind don't wander. And as well, you need to be more communicative and let them know how you feel about things, so you don't be accusing them of anything that they're doing wrong. And this is gender specific, so, or isn't gender specific, I'm sorry. So this, you can have the same sex, and a masculine can have a lot more feminine energy. But yeah, we have here to have this relationship at its strongest is the communication. I feel like I want to pull another card just to see what if we have something there with. I hate that, because you're really just trying to see. I really don't see what I want to pull from. But I'll just see with this one. This one's spiritual journey. I'll read it. I feel like, all of us as elevated souls anyway are going through our own spiritual journey. But let's see. That's 35. A spiritual journey is a lifelong process that will never truly be complete. There is this expectation to find one life purpose that will satisfy you until you transcend this earth, but that is rarely the case. It is a constant dance between finding who you are and directing that self-actualization toward a higher purpose. What was true for you once may ebb and flow like the tide into something new and better suited to who you are right now. If you have been waiting for a sign to embark on a new adventure, this card is it. You are supported as you embrace new ways of expressing yourself here on Earth. You might discover a way to breathe new life into something old, or you may find that you are meant for a new path. Additionally, this card is a positive sign if you are seeking a new career, new love, or considering a new beginning of any kind. So, the divine guidance would be like vision boards and things like that. You might want to just try to get off the internet for a little bit and do some creative things if you're not already doing so, and focus on that, because this person, as you're staying busy, you won't even have to worry about this person and what they're, you know, trying to do. I also have another card I might want to pull. This is the Shadow Oracle. Oracle, just to see what you could be working on. It says deceit. Honesty is a bridge to authentic connection. So I'm going to communicate that with, connect it to the communication is key card, because you definitely want to be on the same page. So they're knowing, you know, how you're feeling and what you're going through. And to open up, because it's going to strengthen your relationship. I've experienced this myself, so I totally understand that. You always want to reflect on the things that you do. You don't want to jump to conclusions. And you have to also trust the person you're with, because you could be bringing old energy into a new relationship. So this card, Spiritual Journey, said this could be part of the work too on this person as part of your spiritual journey. So you have to learn to practice, because as a mother would practice being patient and kind. You don't want to be lashing out at a person who's innocently unaware of how you're feeling. You want to be honest and open and receptive, nurturing and caring. You want to be in a gentle type, you know, energy, and not you don't want to be aggressive or anything like that, because this person, even with this dog, he's soft or she's soft, you know, and sweet, and you don't want to come off like you need to hurry up and come. You don't want to be demanding and stuff like that. And this could be the feminine too, you know. The guy don't want to be like that. So, yeah, don't let pride get in the way of and being stubborn and jumping to conclusions, because you don't have anything to worry about. This person really loves you, rather. Oh, I hate to bring that. You know, I mean, we, like I've said before, we're all doing our healing work, so, you know. And this spiritual journey, too, might I add, she's clutching her heart. You want to be, you know, we have heart here. Being loving and compassionate and patient. She's not in a rush. She looks like she's just, you know, in meditation. This moon behind her is her emotions, but it almost looked like two eyes. But in communications are these cards, which she has tree is here, but she's very intuitive. You got the purple, like her third eye is definitely open. But this is the journey, and you're on the right road. So there's nothing to rush, because you know, my advice to you is just to stay grounded. You know, get a passion project going. Do something that you're really passionate about, and things will come in divine time and right on time. Because when it's on divine time, it's right on time. Don't let your 3D, that 3D energy, make you feel like you're in a rush to do something, because it's nothing to rush. This person got some things that they're, you know, closing up and fixing, because they want the commitment that you do. So, and to trust your intuition, because it's all gonna come out. And don't let these two energies get in the way of your love. Because in a sense, it is deceptive. It could be deceptive, because you're carrying that energy, and then it's making you want to be clingy, because you don't trust. And I just feel like that's stagnant energy from past relationships. The past relationships made you feel like that, because you were in, you know, toxic unions, karmic situations. I'm going to say karmic twin flame situation, because, you know, twin flames. And that's the thing. You've been going through all these twin flame unions or karmic lessons, and then you get somebody great, and then you're still doing that, and Spirit doesn't want you to do that. So trust your intuition. This person is the right one for you. You don't want to ruin that, because they're divinely made for you. God gave you the person that you need. So I hope you guys resonated with this message. That's all I have from the Divine Council today. I hope you all are having a great, happy St. Patrick's Day. Tomorrow is the new moon. You get your I probably won't do a reading with the oracle cards for the moon magic. I usually try to do the moon magic with the full moon, but I don't know. Whatever Spirit leads me to do. But you might want to set your intentions on what you want new coming in. Light your candles or whatever. But yeah, I want to thank my subscribers, all the likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. Yeah. And this is where I pause. I'm sorry, I always do that. So we'll leave you with, I hope you have a blissful and harmonious day or evening. Bye.